Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at Voisin Etude number 6 from his 11 studies for trumpet. In this video I'm going to perform the etude and offer some commentary and performance tips. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's take a listen to Voisin Etude number 6. This etude is marked Allegro Martial, meaning bright and march-like. In my performance of this etude, I took it at the tempo of quarter note equals 92. In the first line of this etude, notice the 3 accented notes. Those 3 notes are the most important notes in the first line. Also, the 32nd notes in measures 3 and 4 are on the and of beat 4. I recommend practicing without the tie and then adding the tie back in once the timing is correct. This etude is full of detail. Make sure to add all of the inflections suggested. For example, in line 3, the little crescendos that occur leading to the next downbeat, observe all of those inflections closely. At the end of line 4, notice the articulation in the crescendo to line 5. This can be a bit awkward at first. Practice slowly until you get a good feel for it. In the 6th line, second measure, notice the E flats carry throughout. Same thing with the 7th line, second measure. In the 8th line, measure 2, we have a big dynamic shift to piano. I think the style completely changes here to a more lyrical style. We're also reminded of that in the 9th line, measure 2, where it is marked dolce, which means to play sweetly. A couple of bars after that, the style changes back on the dotted 8th, 16th notes to the original style. It's important to point out those contrast changes as it makes for a more musical interpretation of this etude. In the 10th line, last measure, notice the dynamic marking of piano. With the sequence that follows, I like to add more dynamic. For example, I like to think of line 11, first bar as mezzo piano, and then the second bar of that line as mezzo forte, and then the last bar of that line as forte. In the last line, measure 1, beat 2, I think of this as pianissimo soft so that you can provide contrast as it crescendos to the end. Don't forget the rallentando in the last measure, which highlights the finality of this etude. Each Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm releasing new videos, all things trumpet, with an emphasis on trumpet performance, pedagogy, fundamentals, and audition preparation. If you're enjoying this content, click that like button and consider subscribing to this channel to get access to new content as it's being released. Your support for this channel means a lot, and I hope it's a helpful resource for you. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.